Okay, let me just fix this up.
Honestly, like.
You're
Let me just fix my socks because. I need to stop because we go.
All right.
That when I laugh, I get a little teary-eyed.
Ma. You ready? Hey. You guys already done know what it is. It is your boy Jillian, aka Lick My Fashion, and we got my best friend here.
Tova, hey.
Yes, and we are back with another video we love. So you guys already know what time it is. Before we get into this video, I'd like you guys to subscribe to my channel, youtube.com/LICKMYFASHIon. Okay, get it. Okay, get it. Are you dead? Make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up. Again, guys, don't forget to smash the like button before my smash my rotted face becoming just.
At this point,
you just get them jabs. Just.
They don't
want it.
They don't.
First of all, they don't.
First set.
They don't want it, eh? And again, guys, make sure you guys. Honestly. And again, guys, don't forget to follow me on my social media. It'll be in the description box below and it will pop up on the screen. Where that though? Where it at though? You guys have already seen her multiple times on my stuff, so you guys know who this is. This is Hova. Well, I said Hova.
It's alright.
This is Tova, my best friend. Today. This is crazy. Wow. I will put all of her social media in the description box below, so make sure you guys follow her. Today we're going to be doing a video on the time we basically just stopped being friends. Yeah, like it was a really rough situation. Like it was really rough. Like, yeah, just understand that like there were some rough patches before we got to where we are today. And we just wanted to really guys just let you know, like the aspects of just, friendship, and just really tell you what happened, and then tell you like, what you should do during friendships and stuff like that. So yeah, but without further ado, let's get into the video. You're just really rough, are you? I need to This happened what, like 2 years ago? Yeah, this is definitely 2 years ago.
Yeah, this was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, because we met in 2016. Oh my god, it's been 3 years.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. There was just a lot of it was literally like this. Like there was a lot going on. Like we became friends, and we actually became friends just at something I was hosting. I was hosting, and then like she was just there, just bigging me up, and then like that's how we became friends, because it was just the energy. Like the energy was there, but then with that energy came haters. A lot of them. So a lot of haters, like just. It was a lot being friends with somebody, and then like you see their energy because other people weren't giving the same energy, so it's just like they get in their feelings and so on and so forth. So I think a lot of the reason why we like almost stopped being friends was literally like the outside. Yeah. It wasn't even like us.
People on the outside.
It was people on the outside that kind of.
I didn't even know who Jayla was. Like,
yeah.
He knew my sister first.
Yeah.
And then was just like, yeah, like this is Lick My Fashion. Like,
yeah.
The longest time I didn't even know your name. I was calling you Lick My Fashion. Like, I didn't even know his real name.
Yeah.
And then it was kind of just like, it was just genuine energy. Like, I met him and he was like just this like bubbly person. I'm like, are you dumb? This guy's like me. And like a whole guy. Like, are you dumb?
So that's why we like became close, because literally she's like the female version of myself and vice versa. So we had this like burst of energy. We became friends, and then everything was good. Like everything
it was like immediately too, eh?
Yeah, it was.
You like walked up, you're like, first of all, you take my Snapchat. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. I was like, all right.
Yeah, because some people always think that like when you become friends with like an influencer, they always feel like the person who I guess like has the more this or the more that, they feel like that person is always the one that getting used and stuff like that. But reality, like no, it was never even like that. Like legit, I walked up to her and I'm like, here's my Snapchat, here's my Instagram, here's my Twitter, here's my phone number, call me tomorrow. That's just what it is. Like everything was fine. Like it was jiggy boom. Everything was jiggy boombastic. Was it?
Boombastic.
Everything was fine. Everything was good. And then I feel like maybe during the summer, Did things get
like just before the summer.
Yeah,
it was like just before the summer things started getting like off.
Yeah, like started to get like just off.
Basically, like it was just kind of one of those where it was just a situation where it was mainly the people that were around us that were kind of like, you know, he's doing this or he's doing that, maybe you guys shouldn't, like, you know, be friends, or they didn't feel like he was genuine because of certain things that happened. I'm not going to get into it with the details, but it was just different things, and people around me were kind of just like, you know, well, that doesn't seem very genuine, and a friend wouldn't really do that, or you know, kind of giving you examples. And for me, it was kind of just like, at the end of the day, I'm still going to support him, because I'm not gonna cut you off or be rude to you because of something that somebody else is saying. Like, you have to show me that side of you for me to, you know, take action. So I would still like reach out to him and support him and be like, you know, do your thing, whatever. But he was giving me the cold shoulder, so I was like, all right, well, I did my part, and it just kind of got to a point where like one day I literally just like, actually no, you get into your story and then I'll say
so basically that's exactly what happened. Like, you know, like a lot of people were like feeding her energy, but then they were also feeding me energy. So then I started to kind of like retract myself. So as a person, like before, I used to just kind of like, you know, distance myself, and then like I wouldn't really say like the problem. I would just kind of just pull away. And that was her issue. It was kind of like, okay, like you have the problem with me, but then you're not really saying anything, you know? So I had to kind of really realize that. But yeah, I just started to kind of like retract. And then like, I don't know, we just kind of like, and then I realized that she started to retract and pull back. And then that's when I was like,
at this point, everyone's gonna cut off.
So she's like, at this point, everyone's gonna cut off. So basically, like when I was like, you know, messaging her on Snapchat, I was messaging her on like Twitter, like everything, just the cold shoulder. It was like I was like, hey, what's up? Nothing. How are you doing? I'm good. Okay, do you want to hang up? I'm busy. Like, it was just flat out one word answers. So I'm just like, okay, no, I really need to fix this, because this is a hot ass mess.
So basically what happened, honestly, it was just like, at first it was an issue with the people that were around us, and because the people that we were surrounded by, we didn't have an issue with each other. It was the people that we were surrounded by that made it worse than what it actually was. So I was still supporting him, but obviously he was getting, you know, feedback from people telling him that they felt like I wasn't genuine, and I was getting that from other people telling me that they didn't feel like he was genuine because of what was going on. Like, I was showing him love, and sometimes he was giving me the cold shoulder, then he kind of started turning in, like, you know, showing me love, and I was like, you know, at this point I'm done. Like, I did what I had to do. I didn't have any issue with you, but now you have an issue with me, so you don't want to tell me, so it's fine. So basically what happened one day, I know this is gonna sound weird, but it's a Caribbean thing. I know other people deal with it too. I actually had a dream about like all my friends, and I woke up out of the dream, and I was just like, I don't even remember exactly what the dream was, but it was just literally me knowing that I did so much for my friends and I support my friends so much, but I wasn't receiving the same support from my friends that I was supporting.
I remember that. And like she cut everyone off. She wrote these snaps, and I was like, whoa. I'm like, nah, now I need to fix this, because she wrote like these. She's like, I'm tired of, like, you know, having to deal with friends. I'm tired of the way they deal with me. I'm cutting all you guys off. Like, it was very like, it wasn't even so much that I was stuffing people. It was mainly like, it was kind of just like a general message, and I was just like, to be honest, I realized that on multiple occasions I've shown people the type of person I am. I've supported my friends. I've gone to events, you know, like, even for like, I'll give an example, for like my graduation, I had like, it was mainly just my family, like the people that I wanted to come friend wise did not show up for me, and it was multiple times that it happened to me where I had events and my friends would not show up. So I'm like, okay, at this point, you know, I've showed people that I'm good with time. People would take my time for a joke, you know, they'd come late and stuff. They wouldn't answer me, or, you know, go MIA, and I'm like, it's fine, you can do that. But at this point, there's gonna be no more communication. Like, I'm not reaching out to anybody. So a lot of people got cut off after that. I remember that, and like, I was definitely one of those people. Like, it was a lot. Like, and I was really hurt, because I was like, yo, like, you know, there's this like new girl, and like, she's like me, and like, guys, you guys listen, I'm not even gonna throw no shade. You guys already know you guys know what I've been through when it comes to like relationships, friendships, whatever, and like to finally find someone who's kind of like me, and like who kind of gets me, and who supports me the way I support the individual. When she kind of just cut everybody off, I was like, nah, I have to fix this. Like, I was like, I have to fix this. Like, I was like, there's no way. It was just with all like the bickering and what people were saying, and like just a lot. And I feel like people were just really genuinely didn't want us to be friends. Like, they were just trying to be like, no, like, we don't want this to happen, because they seen the energy, they seen the vibe, and it was like they felt uncomfortable, or they felt awkward. So we're like, no, like, we need to like end this now.
They felt threatened.
I think it was that, because like, we don't do nothing. My
friends at the time, they felt threatened, and your friends at the time felt threatened.
They felt,
and now we're not friends with that.
They really like tried to really break up like a friendship,
it was main things too. Like it was, and it wasn't just something where I woke up and I cut people off. It was things that I spoke to people about. Same with him, like you know, being on time, you know, respecting somebody's time, supporting your friends. Like it's not something that's hard. And if you care about somebody, it's not something that's hard to change as well. Like if you're bad with time, if your friend continuously tells you, you know, like come on time or be here for this or you know support that, and you're still not doing it after so long, like you get to a point where you get tired. Well, I got tired, and I was like, at this point,
and I get it because it was the same thing. It was like, because I remember that's what I used to be like you know, I used to be like never on time. I never used to like really respect people's time and judgment, and like I really like took that from her when we had a conversation. She was like, yo, like I just feel like, you know, sometimes when I invite you somewhere, like you're either late or you don't really, you know, show support as you should, you know. So I had to really retract and I had to be like, okay, well, like I had to really take that back. I'm like, Jalen, if you really want to keep this like friend in your life, you really got to start changing. And that's exactly what I did. And like, yo, I don't even know what it was, but we had a conversation. So we had a conversation because after she said she wanted to cut everybody off, I was like, no, I'm not letting this happen. I'm like, nope. I'm like, nope. I'm like,
I'm not even gonna lie. This might make me sound like an ass, but I really tried to cut Jalen off, like real life. Like he would invite me to things. He started inviting me to stuff. He's like, no, you're coming. Like you're coming. And I'm like, sure I am.
Yeah, sure. And she just wouldn't budge. I'm like, come here. You're like, honestly, I'm busy. I'm like, okay, I'll try to invite you here. She's like, honestly, yeah, no. Like it was just flat out cold shoulder, and I'm just like, yo,
he's like honestly, we need to set up a meeting. We're gonna sit down. We're gonna talk, and we're gonna hash this out.
Big facts, like we're gonna sit down, and then that's what it was. Like we had a conversation. We sat down. And legit, like that is what exactly happened. And then it was kind of like we were still kind of awkward, but we were just kind of gradually kind of like, getting back into the groove of things and just kind of like whatever. And then I don't know what day, it was the day that I was hosting at an African event, like downtown, remember? And you wore that yellow tiki.
Oh yes!
Yes. So that was like, I think that was the official moment of like, that's my bestie. We're back, like we're back, because like we just went through all those trials and tribulations, and then like, you know, the vibe was there, everything, and then I was just like, I kind of sent her a message saying like, yo, like you're really my best friend, like you really hold me down, like, you know, you really support me, and like we hold each other down, and like that's just what it was. Just to think that you could really like almost like not be friends with somebody who like holds you down, bro. I felt I was cheesed, okay? And if you guys don't know what that means, it means mad, because I know some of you guys in the States, you're like, what the heck does cheese mean? But yo, like when she was about to cut people off, it was like, yo, I wasn't letting that happen. I was like, I'm not about to lose a friend over what people have to say. I'm not about to lose a friend because I want to be selfish. Like, no, it was like, but that's what it was. It was a lot of people were threatened. Realistically, like a lot of people.
And we had to get to the point where we had to like, we had to really just talk about it, because it was like, we sat down and we're like, okay, so here's my thing. I'm a very like expressive person. I'm very blunt. Same with Jalen, but Jalen's more of the nice, like he's like the nice blunt.
I'm like the nice blunt, but she's like the full force blunt.
Like I'll be like, okay, so here's the thing.
And she'll get right into it. She'll be like, okay, here's the thing. I just feel like you're fake because da 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 da. As opposed to me, I'm like, you know, so you do have some funny things.
He sugarcoats everything. You'll be rude sometimes, you know, but not all the time.
Right.
I was kind of just like, yo, here's the thing. So I expressed this, and you're still doing this. So at this point, like, we can just call it a quits. Like, I'm okay with calling it a quits, but I've tried. And if you're not willing to try, then I mean, at this point.
And that's when I had to realize, I was like, okay, like, she's dead ass.
I was very serious.
She's like not joking. So I had to change that. And I'm like, okay, like, you know what? I'm gonna do this, because like I haven't had a friend, like, honestly guys, I haven't really had a friend like her, like, honestly, in years. Like I can finally say that I have like my close circle that holds me down, and like vice versa. It's like both energies. You guys, I'm pretty sure some of you guys have me on Snapchat, Twitter, or Instagram or whatever, and you guys see I'm with her all the time. Like, you guys know this. If you guys don't know, follow us now, because we are super lit. But it's just like the fact of like, I had to really like, you know, get in my way and be like, okay, listen, like this is something that I have to work through. It's not always the other person. Sometimes it's yourself. You have to understand that like sometimes you hold toxic traits that you may not even realize, or you may not even see. So like, she was a reminder, which is why I respect her to this day, because she was a reminder of like, shit, let me go back to the drawing board, because I'm like, damn, like
we really, both had selfish tendencies.
Yeah,
like,
we did.
We both did, like in the sense where like, and you did the same for me. It was like one of those where you have to really take back and like step back and look at yourself. Like look at it from the other person's perspective. Like, remember, you can't look at it from what you're seeing, because what you're seeing it's completely different from what they're seeing. Like, they're not seeing everything you're seeing, so they're only seeing the bits and pieces. So I took the bits and pieces of what Jalen was seeing, and I'm like, okay, maybe, you know, maybe it was this, and maybe it's me that needs to change the way I came at him. Maybe I need to, you know, talk to him a little bit more different, but I also need to get to the point where we have to sit down and have a conversation. He needs to understand everything, and it was the same for him. So when he explained his side of the story and I explained my side of the story, we're just like, honestly, there really isn't any issue with us. The main issue is with the people surrounding us.
Yeah, and that's what it was.
Like, it wasn't even with me or him. It was the people that were surrounding us. And those same people, not all of them, but a few of them were mutual, so they were playing both sides. So
and that's just what it was. And like, you guys have to really be careful when you guys are, you know, close with somebody. Be careful about the outside is saying, because at the end of the day, it's not what the outside has to say, it's about what you and your friend are saying. You know what I mean? It's about you coming to agreements and actually having a conversation and communicating. Communicating is big facts, because I feel like if we just communicated from jump, then all of this would have been like, it would have been like not that deep, you know what I mean? But we were just kind of like hearing things from people who were like, honestly, I can't take this. She was like, I'm done with you. I was like, honestly, I can't do this. I was just like, you know, pulling myself away. I remember that day. She really went on Instagram and she's like, honestly, like basically like implying like, I'm done with all of you.
And it wasn't. And the thing that people don't understand and they don't get, it's not about throwing shots. The things that I said on social media was not disrespectful. I didn't hurt anybody's feelings. All I said was that I'm done with over supporting my friends, and that I'm me not getting it back. Because you can't continuously be giving your energy to people that are not trying to help you or make you a better person. So that was pretty much just it. And he read it, and to be honest, it wasn't even really directed to him. It was directed to my closer friends at the time. And he read it, and he was one of the first people that replied to it. And the people that were closer to me at that point didn't even reply to it. So then, you know, so they got left in 2017.
That's when I said, okay, you know what, we're gonna sit down and talk, because I literally said, is there something wrong? Like, what's going on? She's like, nah. And it was like N-A. It wasn't no N-A-H. It was just N-A. Like, nah. I was like, wow, okay. I'm like, all right. I'm like, that's why I said, I'm like, honestly, I'm like, we need to have a conversation, because like, this is not happening. She's like, all right. She's like, all right. I'm like, you know what? This is crazy. Yo, I think that nah burned me, because I'm like, yeah, see what? I'm like, yo, you wanna talk? Nah. Nah. I'm like, wow. Like,
he would not let me not answer. He's like, okay, so we need to set up a date. You need to let me know when you're free. And I'm like, okay.
Okay. And I was still talking.
Like a couple days like afterwards too, he was still like, yeah, so you still haven't sent me your schedule. Let me know when you're free. I'm like, oh, don't worry. Like, I'm actually gonna send it to you. Don't worry. We're actually gonna sit down and talk.
And then that's just what it was. Like, we just like had a conversation, and then during that like whole like African event that I was hosting, like that's when we were like, okay, we're back. I know people were shook.
They almost definitely.
Everyone was
like, oh, I thought they were done. But we're not.
We're not. We're still here. Forever. After that, like, it's just been like up from there. Like, I think that's just what it was. Like, we became like close, and that's it. Guys, like, if you have a real like solid friend, keep them, please. Like, keep them, because you just never know. And always ask questions. Like, you know, like, never be afraid to communicate with like your really close friend. Never be afraid to like communicate certain things, because like, listen, like, this whole outside mess caused us to almost not be friends anymore. You know, and it's like, just to actually go through that, and just the fact that we sat down and communicated, we realized we're like, oh, what?
The issue's not even inside, it's outside.
The issue's not even inside, it's really outside. And yeah, guys, just support your friends, and just really keep them motivated, and just always really talk to them when they're going through an issue. Like, you know, never really make it about yourself, because that used to be me. Like, I used to just have selfish tendencies, and like, I feel like as an influencer, we all have those tendencies. Like, they will never tell you that, but they do, because they're all about their brand. But it's like, you have to sit down and take time to really, like, if you have friends, it can't be about you all the time. Like, you have to lose yourself. You can't lose yourself in it, you know. And that's why I, you know, took the time to just, you know, take a breather. And like, anytime, like, you know, when Tova's like, yo, let's go, and I'm like, okay, boo, like, I'm gonna you know, keep my editing here. The video can go out tomorrow, you know what I mean? Just because like, sometimes we get so lost in like wanting to always put out content, wanting to always do this, wanting to always do that, that we just forget about our friends. And I don't think that's fair.
It's not. It's not fair. You have to have balance. Like,
like, it's a balance.
Don't think that it's all just like, oh, fun and whatever. Like, it's the same on both ends. Like, if I feel like Jalen is not, you know, up to par, I'll be like, so like, you didn't release your video. What's going on? She is like that. Like, she'll tell me, she's like, so she'll be like, the video's supposed to drop today, like, what happened? Having friends that hold you accountable, but at the same time, like, you know, still taking a breather. It's okay to breathe.
it's okay to just go on dinners with your friends. It's okay. You can do that. You're not going to lose out on anything.
Nothing
It's okay to go skating once in a while. It's okay to go to the movies, you know? Like, to be locked up in your house all day just doing content, I get it. Like, I so get it in terms of, like,
it's not living your best life.
You want to be, you know, working and, you know, doing all this, but trust me, you're really not living your best life. You're really just at home doing nothing, like, you know? And it's like, that's used to be me. But now I found the balance. So I'm just like, okay, like, you know, Sundays and Mondays I'll do this. This day I'll do this. This day I'll do that. Even so, we talk on the phone every day. Yeah, every day. Every single day. Every day, whether it's FaceTime, whether it's whatever, we'll do our work on the phone together. Like, it's just, that's just what it is, you know?
Even if it's not a long conversation, it's just a checkup. Just like, yo, you okay? You good? Like, you know?
Yeah.
Some days it's busy. Like, granted, we can't always have a long conversation. Right. But just a text or like a short phone call. Yeah. People used to say I was using Jalen, and I never used to ask Jalen to snap me at all. No. I never used to ask him for like any tags or anything like that. Like,
no, I just do it myself. Like, people need to understand, like, listen, when you have a friend, it just comes with the territory. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna put them in your stuff, you're gonna put them in your videos, you're gonna put them in your stuff. It's not about who's using who. The friendship, the genuine friendship is there on both sides, and people need to understand that as well about influencers. Influencers feel that because, again, some people have high followings, they feel like they're entitled. They feel like they matter more than the person who, you know, may not have as much followers or whatever. But let me tell you guys something. Followers don't equal to being genuine. Let me just tell you that right now.
Not at all.
Followers don't equal to that at all. And like, when you have a friend, hold them down. Despite what your following is, you can have 172 billion, hold that friend down with the 5 followers, because listen, they're the ones who have your best interest, rather than these people who are literally on the same level as you, quote unquote, in terms of following. You know what I mean? And I've been through that. We all been through that. But yeah, no, that is pretty much what it was.
Protect your real life.
Yeah,
your
seriously.
Social media life is social media life. Yeah, it's not your real life. Like,
facts.
People take social media way too seriously.
Yeah.
Like, way too seriously.
I'm telling you. People used to come to me and be like, yeah, like, she's using you. I'm like, by what force? If I'm putting her in my Snap and I'm putting her in this and I'm putting her in that, by what?
Ask him how much times I asked him to delete things off of Snapchat.
She'll be like, oh, like, she'll be like, can you delete this account? Like, I'm like, okay, I'll delete now.
Yeah, just delete that.
It's just like being genuine, and like everyone sees that, and I'm like glad to have her like in my life, and you're not going anywhere, so figure it out.
I'll cut you, so you know you can't leave.
But you're not going anywhere.
Like, at this point.
Even when you have a husband? listen.
You think you're gonna get rid of me? That's what you think?
No, when you have a husband, I'm letting you know, like, he has to sign a contract.
Oh, he already knows.
He has to sign a contract, letting you know, like,
thumbprint, initial. Are you dumb?
It's gonna be one of those where it's like you guys are in the bed, and the number will be like, hey guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I had so much fun. I hope you guys take from this, like, literally just support your friends, okay?
To the best of your abilities.
Yes, be genuine. You know, always have a conversation and communicate, because you just never know, like, what people are feeling or what people are thinking, and just always try your best to just be there. Always, you know, like, just be there, period. Like, that's just what it is. And like, when you have a genuine friend, just don't lose them, and don't listen to what the outsiders have to say. All right, don't listen to what
people show you. Listen to what that person shows you, not what people are telling you.
Right.
Listen to the actions.
The facts. Okay? Yes, not the words. Yes, that's a good one. Listen to the actions, okay? You guys already know what time it is. It is your boy Jalen, aka Lick My Fashion. Before we leave, y'all have to subscribe, okay? YouTube.com/LickMyFashion. Hey, are you done? Ooh, Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, guys. Don't forget to smash the like button. We lit. And again, guys, don't forget to follow me on my social media. It'll be in the description box below, and it will pop up on the screen. Hold up, wait.
Oh, there it is.
Wow. And again, make sure you guys follow my girl on Instagram, _VanessaSlim. It will be in the description box, so make sure you guys follow her, please. And spam her, and tell her, Lick My Fashion sent me, period. This video is not coming to an end, so again, guys, support your friends. Later.
Bye.
Ew.
Can you do that for me like the rhythm of the beat go slow? Can you do that for me like the rhythm of the beat go slower? Can you do that for me like the rhythm of the beat go slow? Can you do that for me like the rhythm of the beat go slow?